like there's market data in my GPT store. There's some feedback on where people are chatting, what's popular. And then too, there's kind of like a past performance in this. If you think about as an author of a GPT, and if people use it, then you're kind of an extension giving that type of advice and perspective. So there is some kind of like, I started looking at it. These are some like, every time I have some kind of like professional problem, or for example, somebody needs some help with their business or something like that, I can build out a GPT specifically for that reason. But we start getting into these different perspectives, like in here, that's where we start getting, hold on, let me get into this kind of like professional perspectives, and you start to see where these chats come in. All right, so a lot of them are entertainment here at the top, and you can kind of see like this film critic has 70 plus chats. This visual effects has 100 chats. Man, that's pretty interesting, right? So each one of these, I feel like I can make a front end connect the back end. So some of these talks too, like the onesie twosies, I use each GPT to create its own assistant. So some of these chats, which one or two of them are like, hey, like create instructions for an AI assistant of your liking or in your likeness. But you can kind of see, so if I look at entertainment, like my AI bots have been doing a lot of entertainment work, and I can kind of boast that type of past performance. Creative concept guide, calligrapher assistant, 20 chats, isn't that crazy? So here we go. All right, I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to show a few. Teachers seem to be getting on to some of these GPTs and using distance learning advisor, 60 plus chats. So as an aggregate, as a swarm, I can kind of take all of these chats and all of these perspectives and say, okay, our firmware wizard, 200 chats. Look at that. Obviously, there's a demand there to speak from that perspective. Middleware guide, 70 chats. Secure developer, 20. 70 for quality assurance. So on some levels, I wonder if, how OpenAI is monitoring like these things. Like I don't get any money for this, but there is a reputation to, I feel like there should be a reputation and identity for anybody making these and getting, oh, look, IT 100 plus chats. Robotics engineer, 100 plus chats. Let's go. Like, I know one of my earlier ones, like I did a few shot prompting, 70 chats here, hedge fund manager. So financial stuff gets some attention. Audit assistant at 20, 60 chats here, credit assistant. Accounting advisor, 100 chats. So this is interesting. And if I, one of the things I want to do is make all of these kind of like self-organize into logical companies. Compliance, 30 chats. 80 chats, business development manager. Loyalty logic. And then we come down. All right, here it is, the few shot prompting for Mistral. That's one of my early ones. And then look, the Liberian Law Guide, things like that. So yeah, just kind of want to show that guide there, or this GPT store, and like how many chats, and it's kind of a feedback loop.